Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Death Stranding. I'm the Mysterious JG. I'm in kind of a sour mood, which is a great time to play Death Stranding of all games. The game we just a couple videos ago had to murder a baby. But no, I'm in kind of a sour mood. It's funny. So I got RTK 14 for Christmas. I had told myself I wasn't necessarily going to bother to play that game but I put it on my Amazon list because I figured, well, I got to give people things to gift me, and I put that on there, and my sister got it for me for Christmas. And it's had around for like 6 months. I installed it. I got all the DLC season passes because I figured I would use it for a big Let's Play with participation, preserve false charity, blah blah blah. And was trying to do the make a character video the other day, and then none of the DLCs would work. So I end up spending a lot of time researching what could be wrong. Finally end up on PlayStation tech support and find out that my sister had somehow, she's an American, I'm an American, she went on Amazon, the US Amazon site, and somehow the default option when she bought this game was the European version of the game, which will work fine because I installed it and I even played around with it for like 10 minutes and then put it away to pick it up when I was ready to Let's Play it. Doesn't work with the DLC. So what I talked to her, and she was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get my money back from Amazon. I'm not going to get an exchange. So I was like, fine, I'll buy the American version of the game just myself. So now I'm just in a pissy mood, and I'm recording this while the red, white, and blue all-American version of the Japanese game about China downloads. So let's bring Mama to her sister and see how that really, really uncomfortable family reunion is going to go. Because we kind of know that shit's fucked up between them. But we're stopping now because we know that it's going to be all plot for a bit here. And we may be closing in on the end of the main story. This is one of those games you can keep playing. I've kind of heard this anyway. I think we get to keep playing this after the story is resolved. So they don't want us to use a private room. They want us to get out. They hate us. But we can deliver Mama and see what that unlocks. And we will not get full points because I believe she has taken severe damage. So we are, however, taking Mama to meet Lockney. And I'm actually taking comfort in the fact that even if my freaking PC I was just like, oh man, am I going to break my PlayStation download by trying to record this game, because that causes it's not really a thing. PlayStation doesn't care. What did you do to her? Did you kill her ghost baby? Okay, weird psychic connection. They form by headbutting.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, she's not dead. But anyway, now their psychic connection. I guess she will instantly know everything she needs to know.
I love you so much.
About why we're awesome and she needs to join Bridges.
It's good to hear your voice again.
I mean, they could be sisters, but they didn't make them identical.
Kept you in the dark. Tried to save her. I couldn't. You don't have to say anymore.
I know you killed my baby. I guess are they identical? I don't think they're identical. Should I give you guys a moment?
You need to fix his Cupid. I couldn't save our child, but you can save our world.
First, you got to save the cheerleader. Then you save the
Only
world.
you.
And, well, him.
I love you.
Is she gonna die? Why is she dying?
Forever. And always.
Were we told that she was gonna die as soon as we took her away from Ghost Baby or whatever? Because I think she's dying here.
No. Make the world whole. Okay?
Well, what will you pay me?
Just like you make me.
Holy dead. And she's gonna drop that thing? Yeah. Well, I suppose I didn't need to take quite as good care of her as we did. I mean, she took some damage, but we could have got her up to 99% if we'd known that she was going to die the instant she headbutted her sister. That's why Bobo and I just don't headbutt. Please, kids. Just don't headbutt. No affiliation. Oh, we're gonna get likes from this place. Less than 50% damage. I thought you had more than 50% damage. Whatever. Distance traveled not subject to evaluation. So why do you keep putting it up there? I got a B because she got like. Yeah, we dropped off a couple of cliffs there. Not City has provided the following new hologram data. Lockney connected. Once in a while. In a long, long while. Lockney encouraging. The machine. Welcome to the machine. Mama loving, Mama connected. Did we get up to a full star yet? See, yeah, probably if I'd gotten an S rank, we would have 3 stars. Yeah, well, whatever. Mama's dead, and I'm worried about my 3-star ranking with this place. Is she dead? She's dead, right? Can we recycle her into chiral crystals now? Use her to make some more grenades?
I had no idea. I thought she'd severed our bond on purpose.
Well, she did.
She stole our child and ran.
You're not the same voice actress, are you? Because you sound really similar.
I fixed your Cupid like she asked.
I mean, I wasn't expecting one of them to be, like, dark-haired and kind of dour and quiet and whatever, and the other one to be, like, a redhead, like, jumping cartwheels and acting like, you know, the manic pixie sprite. But they're, like... I guess they're supposed to be identical twins. Whatever. They're just styling their hair differently, and one of them doesn't have glasses. That was enough to make me think maybe they were going to make them slightly different characters. Oh, thanks.
The perimeter should be functioning properly now.
What does that even mean? I mean, I know this plot thing.
There is one thing. Before I sat down to work, I took a long, hard look at the code. I'm pretty sure someone's tweaked it. Either that, or my memory's going to pieces.
What does tweaked mean in this context?
Rewrote your code?
What? Am I code?
Might be overstating it. Let's just say it wasn't the latest version I released. And yet, because of it, I was finally reunited with Lincoln.
Oh, I mean her name isn't literally Mama?
Could be we found our culprit already.
Apparently I need to be reading this mail we've been skipping.
The rubble, with our child still inside her.
Oh, she was already dead. Okay.
Her claw passed over to the other side, but her paw remained bound to our dead daughter. She knew all of this, of course.
Oh, she didn't tell me she was a zombie, but...
One cuff loose. Didn't want anyone seeing her vitals. Shame she couldn't use her favorite invention.
Okay, so she was already dead.
All that to keep me and our daughter safe.
Maybe she just didn't want to be dead, so she held on to half-life. We might be expressing emotion if I wasn't wearing the Roy Orbison sunglasses, but it seems unlikely. Well, whatever. Let's activate the completely generic adding you guys to bridges animation. Oh, never mind. It is slightly different. Like, we've got a different background. And then Lockney's still back there. Okay. I'm assuming at some point she told us that they were joining bridges. Because I guess everybody else in the facility wanted to join bridges. It was just her, and she has dictatorial control over this place. So, I guess if we thought those mountains we were climbing through before for like 3 videos worth of disaster were the Rocky Mountains, we were wrong, or they're like the very foothills of the Rockies, because I don't know my geography real good. I couldn't find Denver on a map. I know it's in the Rocky Mountains. That's about as far as I know. But yeah, it looks like the mountains, the real mountains, are still to go, and I am not looking forward to that if we're supposed to manually traverse that to get to the West Coast. It looks like there's like super death explosions to stop us from going through like Montana, and I wouldn't want to go to Idaho anyway. We don't have enough guns. We would be arrested for not having enough guns if we went to Idaho. But I mean, you know, you'd think we'd be like, yeah, let's go north and pass through Washington State, then go Oregon, California, as opposed to trying to go through the mountains. We'll see where the plot takes us. Mountain Knot City has joined. Oh, and then like Johnny Mountain here is going to be our guy, not Lockney. She's a plot character. She doesn't get connected with a delivery facility. New invention data, interview data acquired. The terrace view of bridges, BTs and void outs, Lockney and Malangan. Mama. I think I need to give up on getting a chance to do videos with Bobo anytime soon and just read a bunch of these emails, probably. British HQ has added data for the following backpack customization features. Stabilizer. I don't know what that means, but maybe it'll be really useful. So we still have, like, Heart Lake doesn't seem to be something that... Maybe the plot... Well, at some point the plot... That's Heartman's lab. Like, I thought Heartman was on the East Coast, but maybe we actually meet him at Heartman's lab at some point in the story. There's also other places where clearly there's guys like... I always think back to the... oh, God, now I can't remember what they're called. The guy who was obsessed with those stupid... I always assumed they were like some kind of dorky anime thing, but it turns out that there's weird skeletons and spacesuits. He was an enthusiast for them, and he was like a completely optional character in the first area. We must have some optional people that we missed. Here is now connected to the chiral network, enabling you to see and access to the player's structures, etc. Because we've got little blind spots, and I'm pretty sure if you find every single place you can deliver to, pretty much the whole map will eventually be connected.
I can hear you.
Oh, great, spooky ghost mama.
We're whole again.
Holy dead.
We're one. Like before in the womb. Remember?
I don't remember that. I guess we have different memories of that. Well, I guess we're not connected.
Hockman.
Yeah, they decided to take the girl in the blazer coat from Evil Zone and have her whole weird connection with the spirit woman be... They're just like, that wasn't creepy enough. Let's one-up that. Oh, yes. That was well done. I like the way you brought those two girls together as one, if you know what I mean.
Thanks to you, Edge Knot City is finally within reach.
Okay.
And you, Lochner, your work will help ensure that...
Well, thank you for looking to the side and pretending that we're interacting.
Together, we might just make it all the way west.
Yeah, whatever.
Now then,
She won't say
Sam,
anything, of course. She's
there's
not in the
something
scene,
else you
really.
wanna know. We've been studying the data from when you claim you encountered those soldiers.
You lying bastard.
We have audio, which doesn't paint a complete picture on its own, but the languages, the names, and terms we picked out, the munitions we could identify.
We determined you're full of crap.
Seems to indicate that you were on a battlefield over 100 years ago.
100 years ago?
To be precise.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It wasn't a dream. Wasn't a hallucination.
It was pretty sweet gameplay element, actually.
Spirited away to another dimension or something.
Sure.
Given the time discrepancies, maybe you were sent to a beach.
Maybe you were at Muscle
Can't say
Beach.
anything for
Venice
certain.
Beach, brother.
That said, I've never
Part of the
heard
beach
a
patrol.
beach turned into a battlefield. But beaches are shaped by the will of the people who inhabit them.
Okay.
Perhaps Hartman can offer a more rational explanation.
Unlikely.
Beaches are his specialty. Unfortunately, he's still outside the chiral
Oh,
network.
well, so now we go find him. Okay.
Anyway, get some rest. No use dwelling on questions we can't answer yet.
So is the plot for me to go talk to him or not? You just left it wide open. I soak up my gold boots and keep my gold boots moving, yeah, guy. Never let that music catch you standing still. Hey, boy, hey, boy, you got your gold boots on, yeah, boy. Yeah, we could see, could definitely see, Courier Sam Bridges wearing a gold bikini. Keep a silver bra filled with breast. It's a Mystery Science Theater. It's a specific Mystery Science Theater about go-go dancers and golden boots. I just teleported. It's impressive.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your
Thank you, unnamed acquaintance who inexplicably gave us rides on your dune buggy. Mama, the fallen angel. Smiley face. Well, that was less of a plot dump than I was expecting, to be honest. But I'm sure then when we try to leave, we don't have a specific objective. So when we... Ooh, there's a exclamation mark next to check on BB. BB's, like, gone? I was going to start reading mail, but... You clowning on us.
Looking for this? Surprise. Fragile warped me here.
Pretty cool, huh?
I finally got to visit the beach. Well, her beach. Don't worry. I didn't come all this way for the sightseeing.
I came to advance the
Your
plot.
beloved BB.
Wait, has he been lobotomized? What the fuck is that? Dead man! He's dead man. I keep confusing Heartman with Dead Man.
You may recall me explaining that these incubators connect BBs via the chiral network to their still mothers back at HQ. Bridge babies
I
are
might recall that, but I
bridges
don't.
between this world and the other side. Their place is not here with us, nor with the BTs over there.
So where is
They
their
belong
place, and why have you been
precisely in
lobotomized?
between, with no greater affinity for one world or the other. But BB-28 here has been leaning further and further towards the world of the living.
You like him too much. Start treating him more poorly.
It's because we're partners.
Yeah, that's right.
Partners.
He's like Juliet, Jake, and I'm Elwood.
BB's a tool, not a human being. Bridge, yes. Baby, no.
I think we're probably meant to have more attachment to BB at this point. Like, if a game is like, you're in a future world where babies are treated like machines, and then the main character starts treating babies like human beings, that's probably where the author intends your heart to lie.
So tell me what the problem is.
Dead man.
This tool, this weapon, is transforming into a living being.
It is. It's a fucking baby.
Brain activity is increasing. It's accumulating memories.
Is this like a really convoluted anti-abortion allegory?
Becoming an actual child.
Well, it's that bad.
Doesn't sound like a problem to me.
Yeah.
It's hardware, Sam. Manufactured for a purpose. A purpose that cannot fulfill outside the pod. There is a 70% risk of catastrophic failure simply in removing it.
Well, it's only 70%.
Hardly matters because at this point, it'll cease functioning within a couple of days.
Aww.
It's functioning.
That's right. Not even the pod will be enough. It'll be bricked.
You can use it as a doorstop, I guess.
We reset it. You'll have to leave it with me, of course. I'll cut the cord that links the two of you and then perform an operation that reconnects it to the other side.
No.
Think of
We've
it
already
as
murdered
a
enough dead
tunnel
babies.
To correct its alignment. To put it back where it belongs, right between the world of the living and the dead.
Is his
But
shirt
like I
supposed to be
said,
made of,
you'll have
like,
to be without it for a
is he
while.
wearing like a leather shirt or something? What the
Sure
fuck?
this'll work.
Of course. One catch, though.
Oh, it's like
The
shark skin.
surgery may erase its memories.
Erase. Will forget me.
His name isn't
Relax.
Lou, is it?
The BB will still function.
Did
as
he name it
intended.
Lou and I didn't notice?
You just have to trust me. Come on. I'm telling you, it's like a game. Just select retry and start again.
So, Dead Man is stronger than us? Why isn't he out doing deliveries?
And this is why I hate these things. Sam,
So it peed on him somehow despite being in that jar.
I was already filthy from my trip through the beach. But now your BB has added insult to injury.
So I'm going to take away your handcuffs. I don't understand anything that's happening in this game at this point. Other than the fact that this weird dude now wants to erase the memories of our baby, which... Do you mind if I take off my clothes before I shower, Sam? Thanks. Anyway, the only way for me to get clean is to take a dump. Guess I should have started reading emails, because just checking on BB was going to trigger all this weird shit. So trying to take a shower will advance the story. Doesn't look like we get to interact with BB, but we can put on our sunglasses before we take a shower, so our sunglasses can also get cleaned up. I know there's a lot of stuff happening in the story. You know, Mama's not only dead, but it's been revealed to me that she was dead the whole time, and now on top of that, if BB's memory is going to be reset, but the most important thing is to make sure I get my hat or my sunglasses back. And toss down a couple of beers. While Dead Man stands stock still, fully clothed in our shower. This game has managed to put me in a good mood just with sheer fucking goofiness. Wait, what is that green shit on the table? I know it's like more monster toys, but... Yeah, it's the Lionhead Monstars. I thought we already saw Lionhead. Oh, he's like, oh, hey, take a look at this, huh? Oh, we can't go into Nightmares and Memories right now. Not that we'd ever gone into it before, but it is a thing we could have gone into. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's read a couple of emails, and when we come back next time, we'll deal with the fact. We'll give him time to do whatever it is he's trying to do. And we'll catch up on some mail. All right, so starting at the bottom, going up slowly so that we can actually tell how many freaking mail. Well, okay, it's not like we have more than half of the mails to be read. Bring me my Timefall Porter. Oh man, this is old. Best damn brew you'll ever drink. Got a long day on the road. Let's start a Timefall Porter. Are you familiar with it? It's an English ale. It's been made since 1700s. How could it be how could Timefall Porter? I guess porter. He's explaining the concept of porter. It's popular with courtiers. Explaining that's crafted the finest, fastest growing wheat. So, Mr. Legendary Porter, why don't you put your feet up and enjoy a tall glass of your namesake? Oh, it's named after us. Don't think this is the end of it. We'll be baking bread and cooking pizzas before you know it. Just you wait. How about coming up with some Timefall whiskey? Maybe some Timefall Coke to go with it. Kick back with some Timefall. It's the same email again. Thanks as always. I've sent your Timefall Porter. I am like Heartman was even more robotic and weird. Oh, he's not. He's Tom Sutherland. Whatever. These characters are so distinct. It's clearly I'm at fault for not being able to separate them. They're all so distinct. This guy looks like Rusev. I tried toying with the tablet you brought me. Such a flimsy, cheap thing. It was capable of displaying all manners of video and imagery, courtesy of my contract with Bridges. I suppose it could be useful in some respects, but the experience is ultimately lacking. I long for the halcyon days when the people would pack themselves into movie theaters. Yeah. Cinema was a communist experience, a communal experience, okay? But then came the tyranny of the tablets, which reshaped how media was shot, all dramatic close-ups and cliffhangers designed to draw you into the next installment. Bah! Far cry from the golden era of film. You were born a century too late, yeah. I wish you'd been dead for 100 years too, pal. Sorry. Sam Bridges, I have a job for you, should you be interested. A pile of junk is accumulated near my shelter, needs to be disposed of. It's a problem, however. Some of the aforementioned waste products may be contaminated. Should be easy enough for you. Okay, well, I got a special job from him if I want it. Started using utility pouches, Sam? You've been using utility pouches to make it real easy to... Yeah, blood bags are useful. Folks used to use all kinds of pouches, you know. The history of pouches. I can't bring myself to read all this shit. It's just like, oh god, what was the fucking Xbox 360 RPG where, like, you kept having these like short, like high school drama class short stories that were everybody's memories that you had to read, and they didn't do anything. But all four characters were four of the main characters you played as were these immortals, but they could only have like a lifetime's worth of memory, so they would forget things that had happened a certain amount of time ago. But they were like immortals who'd been around for thousands of years or whatever, and it's just a whole lot of like high school lit era creative writing that would show up. You're supposed to read it, and after a while, it was like, this is not doing anything for me. Could be saying a vicious cycle. If you ask me, the more you succeed in bringing our people together, the more likely you'll come to these old pouch designs. What the fuck are you talking about? Whatever. I can't. Take a dip in some hot springs. Feeling tired, then? I wouldn't blame you. After all, you're not a machine. You need breaks and whatnot. Lucky for you, I know the perfect place. Hot Springs. A hop, skip, and a jump northwest of where the drug dealers hold up. The Crater Digestive Baths, as I believe they are called. Good for getting the bowls moving in case you're backed up. But the water's also good for general aches and pains. Okay. Not one that's suffering from autotoxemia, though, obviously. You should give it a try in a moment. Great job for BBs. Order delivery for a prepper. There's a prepper out there who's got a special talent, calls herself a cosplayer. Well, we already had to deliver to her. And we got the Conan O'Brien Easter egg. You really are unique, aren't you? Says the film director. Maybe it's my imagination, but ever since I first signed the contract, I'd swear I've seen you at least half a dozen times out there. Was it you or a hologram? Yeah, we only delivered to him once, and then we never went back, because it's a pain in the ass to get to where he was. It's hard to believe there's only one of you running around. Bring that Cupid of yours and make me an official member of the Yucca. I thought he was in the Yucca, whatever. But again, yeah, I'm reading super old emails now, so some of these are overtaken by events. Thank you, Sam, for saving my life, for saving my life. How are the Cairo Brutes holding up? My daughter's the one who made them, in case you didn't know. I'm not too sure how they work myself. Something about Corellium coating making them extra durable? I'd be worried about Corellium contamination myself, to tell the truth, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't wear them. You strike me as someone who values the practical over the ornamental. My daughter made several pairs like that, you know. She's really quite something, isn't she? Let her know how they treat us. We have no ability to respond to her and tell her anything. Thanks for delivering a and if we go deliver to her, well, she'll just be like, huh, good condition, good job. Like, we cannot respond to these people's effort. And in their emails, they sometimes have some personality. Her delivered samples provided. By the way, a few designs we're working on. Great. Be sure to use your otter hood. Otter hood, you literally become one with the water. It even put in the British logo on it. Us humans used to live in harmony with nature. Embrace our place in the world. There's a time when I tried to stay apart from it all, but after meeting my beloved, my eyes have been opened. Her beloved Conan O'Brien. I feel like maybe the otter hood actually makes you take less stamina damage in water. Here's Conan. I didn't really do a Conan O'Brien impersonation. When I was younger, I was something of a professional host. I'd travel all over the country and speak at events, meet interesting people. One other way I was helping bring them here together. They called me the wandering host. I remember the first time I asked them to a cosplay event. Digital information. Amazing it really is. Met my girl. It's her spirit, her soul. She's transcended. Anyway, I just want to make the otter hood. I want to share the passion with the whole world. My people skills and design. Yeah, okay, great. The chiral artist. We got married. How are you holding up, Sam? You must have walked more than 1,000 miles by now. Try not to let it get to you. I don't even know what kind of accent this is. I'm sure it must be lonely work. Well, anyway, I wanted to get in touch and tell you that we got married. I know. Who gets married in this day and age, right? But through the Cairo Network, we got in touch with a priest, and we said our vows, and that was it. Silly, maybe, but it seems to have brought smiles to a few faces. So thanks for making it possible. We owe you more than we can say. Many thumbs up. Please look out for them. He's an idiot. Please don't let my daughter die. I guess I'm getting likes from reading this shit, so... daughter's getting married. You've probably been wondering. We're not related at all. Yeah, no, I kind of figured. Never even been married, let alone had kids. I took her 5 years back. Her parents died. She barely speak a word of English. Her parents have been Japanese, but we managed in our own way. It's fine. I guess they were Japanese tourists who were in America when the Death Stranding hit. That's the only explanation for this. As soon as I laid eyes on her, that changed. I knew in my heart that we had to protect her. Try to make it over for my daughters, leaving the nest. I couldn't be happier. Gratefully, you could look on her husband from time to time. Just make sure they're doing okay. You people need to get out of your damn holes. Your holes. Strange light at the incinerator. This is going to sound crazy, but you've got to believe me, Sam. So I was at the incinerator. They'd found a body near the waste station. Need to be burned. Since we don't exactly have a team of corpse disposal guys on call, I was given the job. I've been outside more than the other guys lately, so it makes sense. Well, it wasn't like I could... See, he's like from the beginning of the game. Someone had to do it. Doesn't mean I was scared, though. I don't have dooms or anything, but you don't need special powers to know when a BT's caught your scent. I could see they weren't far behind. I just wanted to get the job done and come home. But one of those fuckers popped out of nowhere and nearly gave me a heart attack. Somehow I got it back to the incinerator without getting grabbed, and that's when things got weird. I saw a glowing thing. This glowing thing. The light, I guess? I wanted to take a closer look, but I wasn't able to take any chances. I had to get the hell out of there. I can't stop thinking about it, though. You should check it out if you have the chance. So I could go back to the incinerator at the beginning of the game, Middle Knot City got nuked. You probably heard, but Middle Knot City was nuked about a year back. Civilian staff. I was about to say, does this happen during the game story? So they said it was a terrorist attack. Demons doing their thing. Assholes. Fragile got caught up in the whole mess somehow, though I wasn't privy to the details. Long story short, they started screening deliveries a while back more thoroughly. Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. Lake Knot City, where William Lake is at, is where the guy just walked up and was like, "Hey, here's a package they forgot to add," and it was like the most obvious terrorist ever. And yeah, that all happened in William Lake's precious facility where they're doing these awesome screenings. City and I have house better. No, a whole lot of people died. Shook was pretty bad. Take much average pepper to buy in. You think becoming part of the call never would help calm things down. Blah 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 blah. All right, that's going to be. And next up, we got a message about pizza deliveries. So we can call it. We can take a little break and deal with pizza deliveries in a moment. Matter of fact, I was actually debating in my head, do I want to cook casserole tonight or do I want to order pizza? And I think just them mentioning pizza deliveries is like, if I get pizza, I'll cook a casserole up tomorrow. And that's what you really tune in for, folks, to find out what my dinner plans were weeks before the video you're watching went public. And now you have the update. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. When we come back next time, we'll advance the plot, and I'll tell you if I'm planning to order the kind of supreme pizza variation I have, where I do jalapeno peppers instead of green peppers, and it's otherwise more or less your standard issue supreme, or am I going to go with like the triple cheese double pepperoni? Tune in next time, folks. If I even remember that bullshit. Hopefully I will actually concentrate on the damn plot. We'll see, folks. We'll see. Bye-bye.